Good morning, John. It's Tuesday. I don't care what the date is. I think it's very likely that our brotherhood will not survive your slander of Showbiz Pizza's Rock-Afire Explosion band. For those of you who don't know, the Rock-Afire Explosion was an animatronic band. But not just any animatronic band. They were likely the premier form of new media of the 1980s. Which probably says more about the 1980s than it does about the Rock-Afire Explosion, but the Rock-Afire Explosion was something the world has never seen, and will probably never see again except on YouTube clips. Yes, it's true, old Rock-Afire Explosion sets were purchased by fans, and they were programmed to sing songs like My Hips Don't Lie, and Love in the Club. And this is something that I never would have known if John had not called me out on my love of the Rock-Afire Explosion. But in all honesty, I really do believe the Rock-Afire Explosion created great music, and I will not rescind my love for They Say It's Your Birthday, though I'm not sure that that was the song that I had on the LP that I got. Whoa. If you're wondering, that's the noise that gets made when I start Firefox back up with all of the tabs that I had when I closed it. So all the YouTube clips that I had open all started playing at the same time, and my processor overheated. I think I need a new computer. The lead keyboard gorilla Fats Geronimo and the drummer who played a real drum set, Duke LaRue. I was a big fan of Duke LaRue, as you might imagine. And there's Mitzi Mozzarella, who I have a cup of with pens in it. Mitzi. She's not a very attractive mouse. And Beach Bear and Looney Bird and Billy Bob Broccoli. This is obviously something that in today's world is not very interesting, but the fact that the world could come together and create an animatronic band that would then sing its own original songs, and each of the characters would have their own personalities. It was like a cartoon show, but real-er. I don't know, but I wish I had that old birthday LP, and John, I'm not taking it back. And just because John Lennon was shot doesn't mean I don't like the Beatles, and just because Showbiz Pizza doesn't exist anymore doesn't mean that I don't like the Rock-Afire Explosion. And that's where I stand on this issue. And I will remain standing here. I will remind you of what you said last night after I showed you some Rock-Afire Explosion videos. Quote, I mean, I can hardly believe it. It's so beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. This video is dedicated to Fats Geronimo. And just so you know, this video isn't entirely about the Rock-Afire Explosion band. John and Nerdfighters 2, I want you to check out Community Channel's most recent video. There's a surprise for you there. I didn't know about this. She almost licked you. And if that's not enough of a teaser, I don't know what is. And if you're just jonesing for a little bit more Hank Green, I got 2 new things up at DFTBA Records. That's youtube.com/DFTBA Records. There's me singing and playing an MP Giant song, and there's me giving an instructional video on how to play Book 8. And now, prepare yourself for the new outro!